Hi, I'm Francesca James, the founder of the Great British Entrepreneur Awards and Community. The coronavirus pandemic has caused chaos for many UK businesses, yet the crisis does seem to have brought out the raw entrepreneur in some business owners and leaders. In this series, we're shining a spotlight on and speaking to the entrepreneurs behind businesses who have adopted a plan B or changed their business by pivoting to models to either still serve their customers or help the country in an entirely different way. Could you tell me about your business pre-pandemic?
Well, it was certainly a little bit different than it is now. At the start of 2020, we had significant growth plans. We were planning our first shop, a retail launch in June in Barry Goodsheds. And we were also in final talks with Harrods and John Lewis as retailers for our Welsh brand. So, it was exciting times ahead, and we had our roadmap clearly marked out pre-COVID, obviously.
How have you made changes during these times when presumably most of your usual routes to market have been shut off?
So a lot of our routes to market have been completely shut off during COVID. 60 to 70% of our business usually goes on with our luxury hotels or restaurants, and that includes our stockists as well. So due to all the, everything is closed, those sales completely came to a halt at the end of February. So we've had to literally absorb that loss into our online sales. So we've had to work with a fantastic consultant who has helped us with our online marketing, and also made some tweaks to the website to improve customer journeys, just to try and remove as many barriers as possible, and just to try and get that online sales to ensure that we can keep going as a team.
I know that you've been doing a lot of work to support key workers. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the sole purpose of the Good Wash company is to make a difference. So and the beauty of the brand is that we don't just help rescue dogs, or we don't just help the homeless in Wales, or we don't just help young people or whatever. We don't have a set thing. It's literally under the umbrella of improving lives. So that enables us, if there is something like COVID, we are able to change our focus to do good, and we can focus on where it's needed if there's an emergency. So as soon as COVID happened, we were one of the first companies to reduce the price of our hand wash and our hand sanitizer and our soaps to ensure that everybody had access to it. So almost the opposite of supply and demand. We kind of went the other way around because it was the right thing to do. We also launched a Diolch bar campaign, which means thank you bar, which every time a customer buys a soap bar from us, we will give a complimentary soap bar. So if they bought one, they get one. If they bought 10 soap bars, they get 10 complimentary Diolch bars. And they could then hand out these bars to different members of the community. Whether it could be the postman, it could be a police officer, fire officer, NHS person, neighbour, whoever they felt needed a Diolch bar to say thank you. They could give that bar to them, and that was quite a successful campaign and worked really well. And then we've also collaborated with the Gower Gin Company, another fantastic Welsh company with really good people behind it, Sian and Andrew. They added their hand sanitizer to the Diolch box, and we added the hand lotion and the soap. And every time a Diolch box is sold, even now we're continuing it, we donated that exact profit to the NHS as well. So since COVID began, we've now delivered and donated over 10,000 wash products to every single NHS trust in Wales, and also many in England, particularly like London and Birmingham areas as well, and Liverpool and that area. So we've had a really successful wash and do good campaign, and I think hopefully our customers and our followers are starting to see that we are genuinely a really authentic brand that want to do well, and we want to make a difference as best we can, really, to help improve lives of animals and people in whatever form that may take.
Have you made any changes that you think will be part of your business plan or strategy going forward as we enter the new normal?
We've had to make changes to the strategy in terms of online. So all our focus at the moment is online because the hotels and restaurants, unfortunately, are closed. But, we're agile, we're a small company, and we can change to where the need is. So I think it's only a good thing that we've made better, improvements to the website to improve the customer journey. It's only a good thing that we're really focusing on our messaging, on being really clear on who we are as a company, who we are as people, and what we want to achieve with the products.
And finally, would you say that you're optimistic about the future?
Always optimistic. I think if you're confident, in any forms of life, if you've got good people around you, you've got a good team, you've got good products. I say this now and I'm touching wood, but hopefully we'll be okay. I'm confident in our team. I know the products are fantastic, and we get the customers love our products as well, and they do what they say they do. So every time you do have a wash, they help make a difference. So I think with that formula, I'm really optimistic that we will get support from our customers and beyond in the future. So yeah, and we are actually launching our store on the 1st of August. So it's been slightly delayed due to COVID, but we are launching our very first flagship Good Wash store at Good Sheds Barry in August. So please come along and support us and help us create our own future.
Thank you so much, Mandy. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.